Pretty much anyone could have told you that last week's inflationary numbers were going to show that inflation is still running red hot. In fact, the last time inflation was this high was 1982 when Madonna was at the top of the charts. I actually remember that. Economists were pretty much saying that inflation was going to be at 7.3%, and we ended up at 7.5%. And that trend for inflation to be concentrated in sort of necessities is indeed exacerbating things, because humans basically need food, energy, transportation, and shelter. There are no substitute goods for that. And it is starting to hit the average household budget. So when is this all going to end? Well, a couple of things to keep in mind. First of all, in future months, it's possible that inflation may not look quite as bad, but that's because of base effects. In other words, it is almost 12 months ago that prices started to increase. So the year-over-year measure is not going to be quite as dramatic, potentially. But then on the other side, like I talked about last week, the business surveys are showing that 61% of businesses increased prices in January, and 47% are planning future price increases in the coming 3 months. So that alone is going to pretty much ensure that inflation will continue to run hot. Despite all of these increases that we are seeing and the likelihood that inflation is going to continue to run hot in coming months, I'm actually going to make the argument that the Federal Reserve should not raise interest rates too aggressively in coming months. And that is a bit counter to what most economists are saying, but I'll talk more about that next week.